What is poppin', fans? Spanik here, and in this video, I just wanted to give a kind of a little bit of an advice video per se, cause I see this a lot in whatever leagues I'm in. People notice that I tend to do a lot of leagues, some of which upload required, some of which not. Most of them are not. Most of them are not upload required. I think I'm only in 2 right now, 2 upload required as of this video. Those 2 being ICBA and what's the other one? WPL. I think those are my only 2 upload ones, but I have about, let's see, I have about maybe 3 more leagues outside of that that are just they're just they're non-upload leagues. They're all showdown, but they're non-upload leagues. And yeah, so a lot of people ask me, how the hell can I manage so many leagues at one time? Well, the thing is that I really don't stress over team building. I'm able to team build very quickly and efficiently. Like most of the time, if there's downtime at work or something, I'll just use that time to team build, which is why I tend to make my battles later in the week. Buy me a bit of time to team build. But sometimes, if I could get my teams done, I'm battling like Tuesday mornings or whatever. So in this video, I just wanted to give like a little bit of some tips on how to team build efficiently, because I see it all the time in like whatever front offices I'm into. I'm in a bunch of those as well. Everyone there just stresses over team building completely. They take hours and hours and hours and hours and hours on end. Meanwhile, people are there, we're just trying to feed them sets, trying to figure out, trying to play matchups and calcs and all that crap. But when I team build, I don't have a front office. I used to, but I dissolved it. Not even because of activity, because I just didn't want it anymore. I felt like there was too much bickering over. There was too much bickering over sets. It was more bickering over sets than actually being able to sit down and build. So that's why I dissolved my front office when I had it. So I just team build on my own now. Let me say, it's a lot better. It's a lot better. I don't have to worry about people fighting over like stupid crap sets. Front offices are great, but I think but mine did more harm than good. So that's why, yeah. Anyway, let's get back to this. So when I team build, there are 2 questions that I always try to answer to myself when team building. The first question being, how do I win this game? Identifying your win cons should be the top priority on how to win a game. Because being able to figure out how you win a game it's honestly a great first step to being able to win a game. So, to kind of give a visual representation of what I'm saying, let's go analyze a matchup that I've had already in another league and see how I decided to answer my own questions. So the matchup we're going to look at is from the Ultimate Trainer League, the first ever league I joined. Because of all the teams I have in my non-upload leagues, this is probably my favorite one. My team in this league is Landorus Therian, Alola Ninetales, Arcanine, Cobalion, Swampert, Alolan Sandslash, Skuntank, Mega Kangaskhan, Reuniclus, Roserade, Rotom, and Goodra. The matchup you're going to look at is against my boy Spedshed in the main Mamoswine, all the way over here. And he's got Bulu, Cress, Meloetta, Tentacruel, Escavalier, I said Escavalier because I'm retarded, Magmar, Clamperl, Mega Mawile, Flygon, Sekataka, Mimikyu, and Gastrodon. So right off the bat, I could pinpoint a win con for my own, and that's that Mega Kangaskhan just kind of destroys him. Just look at his team. Really, he has no way to stop a Mega Kangaskhan from just running train. Well, he does have this. He does have the Trick Room analysis. He does have the Trick Room tech, but it's whatever. And yeah, so Mega Kangaskhan looks like my primary win con for this game, which brings in having that in mind brings in the second question I do in team building. How do I lose this game? Because now the opposite comes into effect. Because you got to be able to pinpoint your opponent's win cons and figure out how you could stop that. In order to team build very efficiently. being able to answer those two questions really can make or break a team. So against the main Mamoswine, I figure his main win con against me is going to be like some sort of trick room shenanigans, because it's, look, he has Cresselia with Mega Mawile. That just straight up hits hard as hell. It just straight up hits hard as hell. Stack Attack as well. Especially since I have an Ice Core, that Stack Attack I could just kind of that's kind of annoying. I mean, I do have Swampert too, but Stack Attack is just really annoying for my team as well. Even Clamperl could be a bit of annoying because I don't have a good water resist with this team. Like, really, my best ones are Roserade and Goodra. And other than that, I really don't have a good water resist. So even Clamperl could give me some problems, too, under Trick Room. Or just a Shell Smash set in general. But at the moment, my win cons just kind of look like Mega Kangaskhan running through his team. Maybe a Alolan Sandslash if I could just stop Trick Room from going up. Because that also kind of puts in the work this game. Same thing with even Nasty Plot Ninetales. Nasty Plot Ninetales is actually kind of nice against this team, too. As really just Meloetta kind of annoys it. Mega Mawile is kind of annoying for it too, but if I can get the Nasty Plot up, and HP Fire should be doing a decent amount. HP Fire or HP Ground or whatever. HP Ground probably better because of Stack Attack, and now that I think about it. But what am I saying? I've had this game already, so I made the team. So yeah, so let's take a look at what team I actually brought against the main Mamoswine here for this league. I know I have to try to show off my teams, but it doesn't matter. All these games I have are done. The teams that I still have yet to play those games, those are stored in a separate email address. So I don't have to worry about that because like I said, I built at work. So I would just email the teams to myself and just leave them there until game time. So I don't have to worry about any of that. So yeah, I believe this is the team I had for Sped Shed. Yes, it is. And as you can see, I do have a Mega Kangaskhan with Power Punch, Crunch Return, and Earthquake, as this was probably the best Kangaskhan set I could bring against Sped Shed's team. Because he really doesn't have a good answer to it. I guess maybe a Scavalier, but that's pretty much it. And you see I do have Nasty Plot, Hidden Power Fire, Alolan Ninetales. I brought Hidden Power Fire over Ground. I don't know why when I made the team. I probably should have brought Ground now that I think about it. Because that would have hit Tentacruel, Mega Mawile, and Stack. Why didn't I... I've had this game already. I'm already finding mistakes in my own prep. Anyway, I kind of just spent Freeze Dry against this team anyway. So yeah, now his main win conditions being Mega Mawile under Trick Room. I do have a Charty Berry Fizdef Arcanine here that was good. It is very much able to handle Mega Mawile well, because I could live a Stone Edge. I could live a Stone Edge, be able to fire off a Flare Blitz, and be able to take that thing out, eliminating a potential win con from his side of the field. Another big win con was that he had was maybe Bulu shenanigans. Also, just Trick Room in general between like Calm Mind, Cresselia could have been another threat. Calm Mind, Cresselia. That's why I have Skunk Tank here. It's good. It'll be able to pursue Trap and deal with any potential sets from what's his face, Cresselia. I do have Toxic on it too, so I could whittle that thing down. Now the big issue with this team was actually the potential Shell Smash Clamperl coming, because that could have been a massive problem, which is why I have damn. Okay, yeah, which is why I think I have E-Speed on the Arcanine. I don't. Yeah, which is why I have a Veil on my Ninetales as well, because it could boost my defenses. It allows me to take water hits from that thing. So same thing also Skunk Tank. If I'm able to get rid of the Cresselia, this thing could also probably live a hit, or maybe this thing probably live a hit. Same thing with the Landorus here. The Landorus was kind of maybe a heater set, special set, because but it's more to contain his Mega Mawile and contain his Gastrodon too with Grass Knot, because Gastrodon was also a big issue. Even though Ninetales could kind of blow it away with Freeze Dry. And altogether, I made this team in about maybe 30 minutes, which is about the normal amount of time I spend on my teams. I don't spend hours and hours and hours on end like most people do. I just sit down, look at my matchups, and try to answer, how do I win this game? How does he win this game? And based on those 2 questions, I formulate a team. Yes, I still run calcs. Everybody runs calcs, but I'm just not as crazy as other people when it comes to this stuff. I just try to mitigate ways my opponent could win and figure out how I could win. That's it. Nothing crazy. I don't try to go too in-depth with sets. I don't try to go too in-depth with potential sets, such as like I see this all the time in front offices. People saying wax sets, like for example, a set maybe someone could have said is a freaking Specs Flygon. That kind of runs through your team, man. I mean, yeah, if he brings that, that's nuts. He actually did bring Special Flygon that game too. Which was actually a nice bring. But I mean, sometimes you gotta tip your cap to good prep. I'm not gonna off-color stuff you really can't prep for, per se. Like, you just gotta prep for what you think your opponent can bring. Like, you can't prep for an off-color set. Because if your opponent doesn't bring that off-color set, then you're leaving yourself vulnerable at that point. Sometimes you just gotta deal with an off-color set if it comes to you. You can't... Yeah, sometimes you just gotta deal with like an off-color set if it just appears. Like, he could have brought a physical Meloetta. I mean, pirouette form is a thing, but I mean, Landorus kind of deals with that. Same thing with Swampert as well, because he probably wouldn't have Energy Ball on it. So yeah, I just wanted to give a brief video on how I team build and how I'm able to mitigate so many leagues at one time. Because I don't stress over. Because being able to not stress over prep is a big part in increasing your cap when it comes to leagues, because prepping is half the battle and playing is the other half, and being able to prep efficiently is a great step to getting better at league format. It all comes down to identifying your win conditions, identifying your opponent's win conditions, and being able to stop your opponent's win conditions, and at the same time being able to set up your own. So Hispanic out. I hope you all took a break from Red Dead 2 to find this video informative, because I as well took a break from Red Dead 2 to make this video. So yeah, anyway, till next time, Hispanic out, and I hope to do more videos like this, and I'll do more informative videos like this in the future. Maybe like analyzing league games, see where people went wrong in playing, because I enjoy doing that. So hopefully do more stuff like that. So anyways, Hispanic out, and watch out for WPL tomorrow. Should be up at about 10 a.m. Anyway, peace!